How you doing?
Uh, my arthritis is kicking up again. I'm in
Just take some
pain.
Viagra.
No, I'm in pain. This getting
Just
old
take
is
some.
gets a bitch, man. You
Getting
snap
old
and
is a
you
bitch.
crackle and you pop, and I'm making all these creaky noises. Oh my god! I snap and crackle and pop all day long.
Those are the best. Those are the best kind of noises.
Ah, this boomer shit. I hate this boomer shit. I hate being a boomer. I'm always going boom. Oh,
Here, I got
man.
something to show you. Maybe this will
Oh,
make you feel
fantastic.
good.
Okay. Let
All
me see
right.
this.
Okay.
You made it back. How's 2025? I heard no one talks face to face anymore and everything's lived through something called social media.
I heard people don't even know their neighbors anymore. They don't knock on doors, they just talk through something called Instagram.
What the hell is Instagram?
I heard in the future, no one even goes outside anymore. Everyone just stares at screens all day.
Man, that's messed up.
This is funny.
Dude, it's 1985 and the release of the film DHG Goonies. Forget 2025 and come here. We want you here.
Yeah, we want you here. We got your ticket, man. It'll be awesome if you can
Oh,
come back.
man.
Dude, go back to 1985. I know 2025 is bad. As soon as I finish here, I'll come get you. Man, come to 1985. I miss you. I heard that 2025 is very complicated. I'm sorry about that.
My grandson, go back to 1985. Your gift has been under this tree for 40 years. Come here to get it.
Hey, you there in 2025? Come to 1987.
Look at that
I'm
jacket.
sorry, the world is like
Look
this
at that
in
denim jean
2025.
jacket.
Oh,
Oh,
look
Hey,
at
you
that.
there in 2020 Station 5? Forget the PlayStation 5 and come play arcade with us.
God, God.
Miss you here.
It's sad to know the world got bad in 2025.
Record store.
I was 25, 24 years old in 1985. A record store. You could hang out with your friends, and I don't know what these kids do for entertainment anymore. Where do they hang out?
Do you remember this? I remember going to see Star Wars, and there was this excitement. There'd be like a line of people,
Yes.
and everybody was just, look at that right there. You would find parking. First of all, you would drive to the theater.
Mm-hmm. And you'd find
Traffic
parking.
traffic wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Traffic wasn't bad. You would get there in 20 minutes,
Yeah.
and you would find parking. And if you
Mhm.
wanted to be real luxurious, you'd hand
Go to
over
the
$5,
valet.
$10.
To the valet.
No, you'd hand out $5, $10 to the parking guy,
Uh-huh.
and you would go into a structure.
Yeah.
But before you parked, you would drive by the theater and you'd see all the people waiting in line, and
Yeah.
you would say, "Ah, shit, we got to get a spot in line."
Mhm.
And you would feel the excitement.
Yeah.
You'd get your spot. You'd walk
Mhm.
over. People would be excited. You're
Yeah.
waiting in line.
Yeah.
It fucking meant something. It meant
Nowadays,
something.
You buy the tickets online and you just go. I don't think people stand in line anymore.
People don't go to the movies anymore. What are you talking about? We just
You
sit
know
in our
what?
home and we stream it.
Where did I see that? I think it was one of the Geek and Gamers. They did a comparison. Yeah, it was Ryan Kinnell. He did a comparison of the Superman tickets. And this is what I've always don't like about this shit. They tell you how much the movie has made $500 million, but they don't tell you how many butts are in the seats. And that's what I needed to know. How many butts?
do.
How many tickets you got sold? Because we used to do that in the concert business. It was how many seats are in the auditorium. We do the
They
show
do.
according.
No,
He
they
showed the new Superman that came out sold 35 million tickets, and he compared it to the Man of Steel. It sold 85 million tickets. Less people are going to the fucking movies.
right, but they do show you the tickets sold and the seats that were sold.
They don't report
Like
it. It's just the money.
Well, you have to go and look yourself, like that
Yeah.
Snow White debacle, that
Mhm.
Zellweger. people were going online and they were showing screenshots of the theater seats, and there was like 1, 3, 4 seats that were bought, and the rest were just empty. Look at this shit, man. I remember going into an arcade. We're going to the arcade, and it was so much.
Even at my age, Arthur, and I'm old, I miss the record store. I would go to a record store if it was around at my age. You hung out, you talked to friends, you met friends, you met girls, you talked music, you would flirt with the girl at the counter, you would talk to the nerd. It was a place of gathering. And then, you would go to the club, and then after the club, you would go get something to eat at 2 a.m. at Denny's. Do kids do that anymore? I don't think so. I don't know.
Walking into an arcade, you would open the door, and there was this immediate red or blue glow. And there was a sound of every video game going off at once.
Yeah. And
the coins, it sounded like you were going into the belly of a robot.
Yeah.
That was digesting its food. And it was so much funner than playing video games at home.
It's called socialization. That's what it's called. These kids don't understand that. Now they go on play dates, By
the way,
they don't even know their neighbors anymore.
This right here,
they don't knock on doors. They just talk through something called Instagram. What the hell?
None of this is real. It's AI.
Yeah, I know.
It's fun. Look at how good it looks. Look.
Yeah.
I heard in the future, no one even goes outside anymore.
Yeah.
Everyone just stares at screens all day.
If I had Elon Musk's type money, I would start a movie corporation and make AI films. Total AI films.
That's this girl right here, she doesn't exist.
Yeah,
she doesn't exist.
She looks like an 80s cute girl to me,
Crazy. Look at this guy's hair. And did you see him standing in front of a 7-Eleven?
Yeah.
Remember he used to go to Circle K? They made movies about Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Where did the guy from the future meet up with him? At Circle K. They were going to Circle K to get snacks. Yeah, life now, it's very sterile. It's very Soylent Green.
And it wasn't just being at the arcade. It was getting on your bicycle, getting a ride from your friends or your brother. You nagged your brother because he had the license and the car.
Or your mom.
Driving there, biking there along the neighborhood. You'd meet the kid. You'd meet the kids going to the baseball game, and you'd hang out with them for a while. And then you'd go to the arcade. It was the adventure of going out of your house. That was it.
This is this isn't real either. This is AI. This is X-Men if it were coming out as a movie in the 70s. Get a load of this.
So much more to you than you know. Not just pain and anger. There's good.
Clint Eastwood.
Christopher Lee. Yul Brynner? Is that Yul Brynner? That's Yul Brynner. That's funny. He would have made a perfect. What's the guy's name? Doctor? Whatever his name is.
Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, badass. What's that guy's name? Logan. Where Wolverine?
Jeff Bridges is Cyclops.
Bridges. Yeah. He's a Disney kid. Isn't he a Disney kid?
Farrah Fawcett.
Farrah Fawcett. I never thought of that one. Okay, yeah, I can see that. Christopher Lee, yeah. He would have made a perfect Magneto. He had the height, the voice, the look. Oh, yeah. I can see that. Arnold Schwarzenegger as that guy. Wow.
Colossus.
Yeah, Colossus. That's not a bad cast.
Diana Ross.
Diana Ross. I never thought about that one.
Dustin Hoffman.
That would have been a good, interesting cast.
Maybe Woody Allen.
You know who would have made another? The girl who did the black girl did the Foxy movies.
Look, Scott Baio.
Not a bad cast.
Oh, he would have been perfect.
Yeah. He would have been perfect. Yeah, absolutely. Jodie Foster, young Jodie Foster, yeah, I can see that. He's a Disney guy.
Yeah.
I don't see it. I don't see that. Faye Dunaway. I don't think she. I don't know. Maybe Gene Wilder. Oh yes, that guy. Yes, he would have been perfect as that guy. Yeah. Nah, Mark Hamill. Fuck you, Mark. Get out of here, you goddamn traitor.
Pussy.
Yeah. Margot Kidder. What a bad choice, too.
This is pretty long.
Yeah, it is. I've seen enough. Not too bad. Ain't Seymour. Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, man. I don't want to get boring, but yeah, none of this is real. It's all AI.
Yes. Yeah, we got to start making movies. We got to start making our own movies with this AI shit.
Yes.
Screw this
YouTube.
Crap. Yeah. No, screw Hollywood.
We're trying to do this channel. Let's do an AI film production company.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on.
Let's do it.
I'll take a nap. I'll take a nap before I do it. If I was a young person, I'd be making AI movies. Boom. Boom.
Yeah. If you had the money, huh?
If I had Elon Musk type money, yeah.
What would you do if you won the lotto? Let me ask you. What would you do you won the lotto?
By my hair.
By hair?
Yes, absolutely. I need hair.
So I think everybody kind of fantasizes about that.
Hair. Yeah.
Yeah, Farrah Fawcett hair.
Every bald. I don't know why Bruce Willis went bald. He had all the money in the world. He could have gotten hair plugs and implants and all that shit. He had the money. I don't know why he went bald.
Well, I think it was a technology. It was the 80s. They didn't have good hair plugs back then.
Back then, they were $100,000, and you looked like crap. But he had the money. The technology's come a long way.
No, what I'm telling you is during the 80s, when he lost his hair, they didn't have the tech for him to have a head of hair. Yeah,
but eventually, they did have.
Yes. Eventually, they did. Well, when did they finally perfect it? What was it, the 90s?
Well, the last time I investigated was the 90s and then the 2000s, and they were so expensive and they were running crap. And then around like 2010, 2015, they made all these advancements where they did hair plugs en masse, not just one at a time, but they would do it en masse. And then the hair surgeries, they hid them really well. Yeah, around 2010, 2015, that's when everything started to get better. You know.
Yeah, but by then Bruce Willis was filthy rich and already a huge movie star. He didn't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he lost his mind along with his hair.
That's Poor too guy. Bad. Yeah.
That's too bad. He lived a life though.
Yeah. I heard that Howard Stern wears a wig. Is that true?
I don't know. I don't know if I believe that.
Yeah.
I think it's just gray and scraggly. I have no clue.
Mm.
The guy
a lot that Howard Stern was.
Yeah, I mean, the guy's a recluse. He goes into the mansion, comes out to do the show, which got canceled, by the way.
Screw Howard Stern. I never liked the guy. Screw
him. I used to be a huge Howard Stern fan.
I never did.
I loved Howard Stern.
Oh, really? Nah.
I used to listen to Howard every single day.
Every day?
Single day.
Holy crap!
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, he was big. He was huge. I mean, I grant him that he was ginormous. For a time.
I used to watch Howard Stern when they had the Channel 9 show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought it was funny. I thought it was provocative, for its time. And then when he moved to Sirius, it was exciting. It was like, wow, this is going to be, he can say what he wants.
Mm-hmm.
Then he moved to Sirius, and man, time just flies. I can't believe he was with Sirius for like almost 25 years.
Yeah.
No, 20 years.
Yeah.
I mean, that's still. I remember getting the subscription.
Mm-hmm.
I was one of the first.
Yeah.
I remember getting this device called the Sirius Stiletto.
Uh-huh.
And it's this box.
You put it in your car.
No, it's you hook it up with your cigarette lighter, right?
Mm-hmm.
You stick it in your cigarette lighter, and it's portable, right? So every morning you would program it to record the show.
Mm-hmm.
I'd get out of my car. I would get out of my car to start my shift.
Mm-hmm.
I'd unplug it from the car, and I'd stick it on my head, and it had this enormous antenna. And I walked around with this big fucking stereo on my head.
An 18-year-old kid ain't gonna know what you're talking about. You did what? You had a what on your head? He's not gonna know.
And I still have those devices. They're sitting on my shelf like these pieces.
Yeah, that's like talking to a kid. I had a boom box. What's a boom box? Is that a boomer box? Yeah, it's a boomer box for the boomers.
Yeah, and then at around two,
I thought his brand of comedy. At first, I thought he was funny, and it's a different brand of put down humor. He's a different kind of Don Rickles, but no, he was no Don Rickles. He was. After a while, it just started to get abusive and mean-spirited, and unintelligent. There was no intellect to it. After a while, I mean, he made fun of plane crash victims, the Columbine girls. He wanted to have sex with dead girls. He did the interview with Dana Plato, and then she killed herself the next day. He was.
Well, I'm not going to blame him for that. Yeah, he had nothing.
He was just. He was the type.
He didn't have anything to do with the Dana Plato suicide.
But he abused her.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
He did. He didn't. You didn't even watch the episode. You don't know what you're talking about.
Live when
no, you didn't. You didn't. You did not. You're just saying that to have the upper hand.
The guy is a talentless, uncreative. How easy of a target is to make fun of a guy that's disabled? It's easy to make.
When did he do that?
Fat joke. Fart man. It's easy to go down to the base.
He was funny, and he was also crass and tasteless. And he was all those things.
He stayed in the crass and tasteless. He stayed there. He didn't evolve. He didn't change.
He did evolve. He did change.
He changed when he went to Sirius Radio, and all of a sudden, this foul-mouthed asshole is looking down his degenerate nose at me because I'm not wearing a mask.
Kind of.
No.
Yeah, kind of.
Me names because I'm not getting the shot. This degenerate.
You never watched Stern, so you kind of have this picture this painting that you created.
I watched Stern
kind of
from 1980. I heard him and watched him from 1980 to like 85, and then I got sick of him.
Okay.
It just went nowhere. But to the crassness, the vileness, the meanness.
So you watch Stern from 80 to 85.
Comedy that has any mind to it.
So you watch Howard Stern from 80 to 85.
Yeah. And then occasionally my brother would watch Stern, and I would watch it with him.
So
because I had no choice because we lived in the same house, and he was.
So this is a guy. Right. So this is a guy whose career spanned like 45 years, almost 50 years, and you. Right. Well, no, you only saw 5 years of it. So how would you know if it changed or not?
Because
you don't.
Occasionally he would make headlines for all the wrong reasons. For putting somebody down, somebody that was already helpless, and he put him down. He stuck the knife and he kicked them when they're down. There was no intellect to his comedy at all. There was no mind to it. There was no evolution to him as a person. What's his legacy going to be, Arthur? Tell me, what is his legacy when he dies? What did he contribute of any benefit or any joy to society? Tell me.
He was one of the greatest interviewers of all time. He was a great interviewer. Yeah.
Okay. So is Joe Rogan. So is Merv Griffin. So is so was Johnny Carson.
They were different.
Big deal.
They were different.
So was Tom Brokaw.
Okay.
So was Ted Koppel. Ted Koppel. I used to love Ted Koppel.
But
so was the 60 Minutes people. That Wallace.
Well, but they didn't. Howard Stern had a morning radio show. What he was doing wasn't what Johnny Carson was doing. Johnny Carson interviewed celebrities for like 3 minutes. Howard Stern would interview them for like an hour. He was a great interviewer. And would he get crass? Would he get tasteless? Absolutely.
I remember him interviewing women, and he would always go, "Well, what panties are you wearing? Are they wet?
Right.
How did you get screwed last night? Did he do it? Did he do it in your behind like this? Did he bounce you? Did he screw you? How?
You're just but you didn't.
Kind of interviewing.
These little bits and pieces that you're saying, but you didn't really watch Howard Stern. And I'll even concede and say, yeah, this is a guy that used to throw baloney at chicks' butts. Yeah, he was all those things. He was all those things. And he had a career that spanned for 50 years.
70 years old, and he's still doing fart jokes.
That's the problem. That's the problem. He stopped doing fart jokes at around 2008.
And then he went to this woke, condescending.
Right. So you asked me what is his legacy? And see, that's the thing. He destroyed his legacy. Howard Stern, at around 2008, he had this connection with his audience who drove to work every morning. The blue collar guy loved him. Okay. And yeah, he wasn't a perfect guy. Yeah, he was crass. Yeah, he was racist. Yeah, he was everything. He had the thing with the Columbine kids. That was awful. But he evolved into this really great celebrity interviewer. And he got huge. This is a guy that had millions of people listening.
He had.
And what
you talk to a millennial, and he won't know Howard Stern. He doesn't listen to Howard Stern. You and I, the boomers, listen to the guy. But he wasn't relevant to the younger generation at all.
Of course not. Of course not. So what ended up happening, I remember listening to the guy, and at around 2012, 2013, I started to realize this is not interesting anymore.
Yeah, duh. You're a loyal fan. I'll grant that to you. Your loyalty runs deep. You should have tossed the guy a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, I disagree.
George Carlin evolved. Woody Allen evolved. Even Don Rickles, the put-down artist, he wasn't mean.
They evolved as stand-up comedians. Howard wasn't a stand-up comedian.
But he had a comedy show. It was, here, I'm going to make you a laugh with a fart joke.
No, he had the Channel 9.
Let me lower it.
The Channel 9 was a skit show. That was a comedy show. No, he had a morning radio show. That's what Howard had. He didn't have a comedy show.
He made you entertain. He made you laugh by putting other people down.
No, that wasn't the only way he made some people laugh that way.
I mean, he's got the greatest insecurity complex in the world. It's only with people that have insecurity complexes put other people down to make themselves feel better. That's who listened to Howard Stern, in my opinion.
Howard Stern had an entourage around him, and he had a cast. Okay, he had a bunch of sycophants. Okay, no, he had people on that show, just normal people. He had people that worked around him.
John was a normal person?
Yeah, a Stuttering John was a Joe Schmo like you and I, and he made him a movie star. Yeah.
He laughed.
Do you know how many Stuttering Johns I've worked with?
Look.
Do you know how many Stuttering Johns I punched the clock with?
At a fat joke, a good fat joke, a good joke of making fun of somebody. I'll laugh. It's not nice, but if it's funny, I'll laugh. Right. It's funny. It's funny. Okay. But after a while, if that's your only stick, making fun of, after a while, the fat joke.
But you keep saying that was his only stick. It wasn't his only stick. Right. And when it becomes abusive and boring, guess what? Somebody, Marianne from Brooklyn calls, and then he creates another star. Marianne from Brooklyn became a huge star. Everybody knew Marianne from Brooklyn. You know, that was his talent. He could make normal, average Joes stars. He would make characters out of everybody. And then that evolved to him being this interviewer to a group of people that always had him as the outcast.
His legacy.
Then he finally gets invited into the club. He starts getting the biggest stars. He starts interviewing the biggest stars.
Those guys got Bruce Springsteen, Paul McCartney, Donald Trump went on that show.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay. He got the biggest stars.
If he's a sick guy, degenerate. Why would you do it? Because I know why they did it, for the ratings, because he was a huge star. But he was also
to plug whatever they were
sicko guy.
To plug whatever they were whatever they were selling. But, and and then so
his legacy to me is that he I don't know if he started it, but he perfected the shock jock genre of the 90s. There's no shock jocks anymore. But his legacy was one of the best.
His legacy, which he destroyed, was that he had the all-time greatest radio show ever. Hands down. Ever.
Great in ratings and money, maybe, but not great in content. Not to me.
Well, that's not to you. But to the millions of people.
But,
that he did.
He didn't keep up with the times. He didn't grow a younger audience. Young people don't know who he is, and they don't care.
I remember when podcasts started coming out, and he would kind of how do you say it? A dig. He would throw a dig at Adam Carolla.
No shade.
He would throw shade at like Adam Carolla. You're absolutely, I'll concede that. You're absolutely right.
Yes, I remember that. He was jealous.
He was very jealous. Howard Stern. If I were to say that Howard Stern had a Achilles heel, or if I were to say Howard Stern had this orifice like the Death Star where you could just shoot a torpedo in there and he would explode, it was his inability to evolve with technology.
Yeah.
He didn't understand podcasting. He's like, oh, everybody's got a podcast now.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, everybody has a podcast. You know, it's not easy standing up here and talking for 3 hours, is it? And he's right. It's not. But anyway, I remember getting bored and I remember going to Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
And I remember realizing I'm not listening to Howard anymore.
Now let's take Joe Rogan as an example. He's an MMA fighter. He's a TV personality. He's a comic. He's a stand-up comic. He's a podcaster. He's an interviewer. That's a Renaissance man. Howard Stern is a guy who lives in the gutter, and that's it.
Yeah, but Joe Rogan would be absolutely nothing had technology not taken him there. The computer changed everything. Being able to stream changed everything, and he couldn't do that before. We were all limited. Howard could do it because Howard got a deal with NBC. He started from WKRP and worked his way up. That's how it was done in the old days. Yeah, you're right. Joe Rogan was talking about aliens. He was talking about ancient civilizations. He was talking about Bigfoot. He was talking about Nate Diaz versus Conor McGregor. He was talking about fuck, man, you name it. And Joe Rogan was talking about it. But that was only possible because of streaming. Remember the first Joe Rogan episode? It was him, and he's like, hey, no, disconnect that. Do we have sound? Oh, Jesus. I don't know. Is it working? It was, and it was archaic. It was in the Stone Ages.
Yeah.
But I'll never forget it. I was a huge Howard Stern fan. One time my machine wouldn't work. I couldn't get it to work. I had a fucking panic attack. I had a fucking panic attack at work.
Right there. You know, you got to stop talking about Howard Stern. Let's start. We got to stop talking about Howard Stern. You're going to have a heart attack.
And I eventually stopped listening, and I'll never forget it. I heard him say, anybody who voted for Trump, I hate you.
Okay.
You're an idiot.
That long to figure out this guy was a hack and no talent, nothing. Anyway,
well, he's not a hack. He's not a hack. He wasn't a hack. He just got old, and and it broke my heart. I was like, wow.
He just got old, and his true colors shone through. That's what happened.
Oh, is that what happened? Yeah. That's what happened. The true colors came out.
You want to fight? You want to come a fight? Yeah, that's what happened.
Oh, please. I'll just unplug your machine. That's quickest submission ever. Quickest submission ever. But yeah, dude, how
you think you're jujitsu? You get out of here with your jujitsu. It's got the word Jew in it. Do Jews get jitsued?
Yeah, they have T-shirts like that.
Are you gonna jitsu the Jew tonight?
Oh, why do you think I'm so pro-Israeli?
No, but come jitsu me.
Hey, we got off track. What would you do if you won the lotto, the Powerball? You'd get hair. Okay. Well, I've often wondered what I would do. And I'm a true believer the money buys happiness. It absolutely buys happiness.
Yeah.
Every increment of happiness you can buy with money.
Yeah.
But this guy, so this is a Powerball winner. He won $167 million.
Jesus.
Jackpot winner gets tased after kicking a Florida deputy.
Okay.
Let me ask you something. Have you ever imagined? Have you ever imagined hitting a police officer? Like that? Doesn't that sound like suicide?
You and I, way back when, as kids, hit an LAPD or a county sheriff, we'd be 6 feet under. With no
6 feet
questions
under.
asked, no protesting, no marches, no burning, no looting, and that was it.
That was it.
That was it.
Check this out. So I guess the guy is gambling at a casino or something. It's quiet at first.
Mm-hmm.
So the lady's getting the cop. She's like, look, this fucking guy over here causing a ruckus. And guess what? He has no hair. He's probably upset about that too. There's somebody on the ground. I think he hit somebody. Look, he's right. So then the guy, rear naked, chokes him.
Yeah, that's a good chokehold.
I think it's okay.
Oh, okay, Mr. Jiu-Jitsu. He's arresting the wrong guy.
He's on the ground.
He's arresting the wrong guy.
D12, step it up. I just got kicked.
Yeah, that guy kicked him in the head. You got to go arrest that guy. But okay, you got to secure him first. All right, I get it.
Doesn't fucking make a difference. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, they're two combatants, but okay. You don't know if he's got a weapon.
You stay there. Put your hands behind your back right the fuck now. Put your hands
That
behind
guy
your back.
won $167 million,
Against the wall.
and you and I are you and I were moving. Oh, whoa! Let me do that again. Do that again. Let me see that again.
No,
do that again.
on the ground there.
This is a double leg.
Yeah, beautiful double leg. Fantastic double leg. It worked.
It's okay.
Get out of here.
The female. Taser deployed.
It's okay. I mean, what do you want?
But it worked.
Double leg.
You tell me how many young people today know how to do a double leg takedown? Nobody.
A lot of people train nowadays.
Huh?
A lot of people train nowadays.
Bullshit. I don't believe it. Young people, 18-year-olds, teenagers.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Bullshit. I don't believe it.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to believe it, but the demographic of people that train nowadays and train in jiu-jitsu and martial arts is pretty big.
Have a bum do a comment.
Yeah, if I were you, be careful, man, because you mess with people on the street, chances are they train at their local gym 4 days a week.
No, they don't. Nobody does that.
Okay, they
used
don't.
to do that.
Yeah, did I hit you?
No, I just doubled him.
Give me one additional.
What a waste. What a waste of money. What a waste
I think
of
he's
good
drunk.
fortune. Yeah, what a waste of good fortune. People are out there struggling, and that
He fucking kicked me. He's going.
guy wins the heaven from heaven.
No, you see I have him, and you walk up and you fucking kick him, and you hit me in the fucking face.
I'm sorry, man.
Save your fucking sorries for later.
Save it for the judge.
Man, what a waste of good fortune.
$167 million, and he's sitting around slot machines.
So
isn't that nuts?
$167 million. 40% gets taken by the lottery. So,
okay, wait! Stop! What this is the fun part about talking about lotto winnings. You start to deduct for taxes. Okay, let's do the math.
So he came away with like 80,000. So you take 20% from there for the feds. So that's another 15,000 or 20. So he came away with about 60 to 65,000, just him alone. 65 million. 60 million.
Million.
After you deduct everything, all the taxes and all everybody takes their cut, he came away with at least 60 million.
And I'm sitting here on my phone, on my CalPERS account, going, shit, if I work 5 more years, I could get maybe $4,800 a month for retirement. Fuck, I got to work 5 more years after I've already put in 25.
We're over here doing this shit.
Shit.
And I
hope that double.
That guy, that's a Howard Stern. That's a Howard Stern guy right there.
Hey, man, there were millions of us.
Yeah.
Who was the other guy?
Huh?
The other guy. Was he like a security guard? When the cops walked in, you saw the guy with the blue polo.
The guy that he handcuffed in the first place? Maybe he was a customer or a patron.
Yeah, and he was just trying to be like...
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, that was weird. How would that end up in court? Because really, the guy... with the mohawk was the way it appeared when the cops got there, he was minding his own business, and then the guy with the polo actually assaulted him.
No, from what I
happened?
gather, my police report is going to read like this. I think the lottery guy picked a fight with the blue guy, with the blue shirt guy, and the blue shirt guy
didn't see it.
The best of them. He put him in a chokehold.
Nah, he was sitting there. The lotto guy was sitting there.
I'm sure the lottery guy was the aggressor, and the blue shirt guy just defended himself. That's what I think.
That's, you know what? That's where witness testimony comes in when you go to court. That's what's going to happen. Yeah. He called him the N-word. Yeah, that's what started all of this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I bet you'd like that.
Yeah. Like Nick Fuentes. He called me the N-word, Nick Fuentes.
Oh, did you see what's going on in DC? Okay, so you know what? I gotta show you this. I was gonna call you immediately. So Trump takes over DC because it's a shithole.
Yeah.
And this fucking Democrat can't handle it, and he decides to throw a tantrum. So he attacks a cop with the fucking Subway. He attacks a cop with the footlong from Subway. Watch this.
Yeah, I know.
I just want to know. Was it a tuna, pastrami, or a BMT? Because that could affect the sentencing.
He's a goddamn Democrat, progressive. Of course, it's a veggie sandwich. You know.
Well, look, if it's a veggie sandwich, you might not be facing. If it's a veggie sandwich, you might not be facing a felony. But if it was a pastrami, oh my god.
Yeah. And he's barefoot. Isn't he barefoot?
Look, watch. Oh!
And he's got those little white socks. Man wears his little white.
Look at him go. Run, Forrest, run.
He's a
run, Forrest! Run! Dude. What is the world? The world. Can you? And you know what? The guy works for the Department of Justice.
Yeah.
He got fired.
Absolutely, he got fired. But you know, Biden would have never fired him. You know that.
Of course not. Of course not.
Never fired the guy. They would have given him a medal. Those guys.
Yeah.
I went to Washington D.C. in 1986 on tour. We did a lot of tours around there in the Washington D.C. area, and we were always terrified. This is 35 years ago, and it was Compton.
Check this out.
You go out of the White House and all of that structure, and you're in the freaking war zone.
Check this out, man. Check this out. And I want you to see how the Democrats that are spectating react.
Right here and arrest this man. This is what played out afterwards.
It was just before 11 a.m. in Columbia Heights.
¿Qué motivo te dieron?
A food delivery driver is put in handcuffs by several federal agents. I asked the man what reason he was given for his arrest.
He doesn't speak
responds,
English.
"They're taking me away." Neighbors reminding the man that he has the right to remain silent. This witness asked the federal agents what was happening. They asked her if she worked with news and told her to step back.
Are you news or something? That's why we're...
Will news get a better answer?
Yeah.
Look at these young ICE agents that just signed up for ICE. They're like fresh off the academy.
I never saw those people at my facilities. Never. Bitching and moaning and why don't you confront the gangster down the street? You know where he lives in DC. They're not hard to find. The gangsters are not hard to find in DC. Why don't they go confront them? Why don't they? I've never seen these protesters ever who help these illegal aliens at my facility ever.
Because they
a violator adopting
because they know they'll get shot or raped.
Yeah. But
look at this.
They're sticking up for these people. Go help one of my guys.
Right.
Go do that. Go.
Look how
in the face of a gang leader, of a shot caller.
But they left without giving us any answer.
Of a shot caller.
These women tell me he's a delivery driver who works every day outside the restaurant where they work. They tell me he's humble and hardworking.
This is racial profiling at its finest.
Jose Guzman says he believes the DC government is not protecting its immigrant communities.
How many razas does he have hiding in his house?
Citizens of the district need to speak
and
up.
His wife.
And we need to stand up for those who are not.
Oh, we don't need to do shit. You're not my raza.
The response from immigration advocates.
Here today, passing out these red cards, which on the one hand remind people of their constitutional rights, and on the other hand,
remind the victim of the crime of their right. Go give them your money.
So, for instance,
support them.
This card reminds people that they have the right to remain silent.
This arrest happening hours after DC Police Chief Pamela Smith.
And what about the woman? Right to not be free from crime?
That woman, what a retard. Yeah, what a retard. And you know what? Listen, they're not. You know why that guy? I'll bet you $1 million. I'll bet you that guy's Powerball $167 million winnings. He was arrested because he's illegal. These people are not immigrants. They're illegal aliens. They are not immigrants. We are a nation. We are a nation of settlers, of immigrants. We're not a nation of illegals.
We're a nation of residents. We immigrated to this country, what, 500 years ago with Leif Erikson, and then Christopher Columbus, and 10,000 years ago with the natives. We became settlers, and now we're residents. Get over it. We're not a nation of immigrants. Not anymore. At one time we were, but in 2025, are we going to be 250 years old? When did you become a resident? You become a resident we became a resident of this state 60 days. In 60 days, in 2 months, we became a resident. Right. We moved from California. In 60 days, we became a resident. We were no longer an immigrant.
After a day of Trump occupation, Mayor Bowser has changed her tune.
Mayor Bowser? Sha-na-na Bowser?
Sha-na-na. Kids don't know what you're talking about.
Well, yeah. That's their loss. Look it up, baby.
People in the streets, while also noting that this move was in precedent. But then yesterday, she did change her tone a bit. Listen to what she said.
We all need to do what we can in our space, in our lane, to protect our city and get to the other side of this guy and make sure we elect the Democratic House so that we have a backstop to this authoritarian push.
So you heard her.
Who's your daddy? Who is your daddy?
How has the Democratic rule been protecting Washington, D.C. since forever? Because
but you know,
5 years ago, when I used to go touring there, we all were watch your back, watch the car, watch the equipment, watch that guy over there, watch that guy over here. And of course, they were mainly black. I hate to say it.
But she said, yeah, no, hey, listen, who leads in crime statistics? Let's just be fucking real. Blacks. Black people shoot themselves and murder each other at record rate. That's the fucking truth.
Arthur, I used to deal with them, the black gangsters, all the time. And every time I dealt with a black murderer, 9 times out of 10, he shot another black guy.
Hey, so listen,
those weird guys that shoot a white guy, or they shot a Mexican gangster, and they started a war.
Right. Listen, hey,
yeah.
Listen, I got to get out of here. But before we leave, I got a big surprise for you.
What?
I got a really big surprise for you. And I wish you still lived in the States. I'd get you out of the old folks' home for a day and take you to see it. Check this out. Our favorite movie has a sequel.
Hi, I'm Marty DeBerge. 40 years ago, I was honored to direct a film called This is Spinal Tap.
Yeah.
The numbers all go to 11. One louder.
Why don't you just make 10 louder and make 10 be the top number and make that a little louder?
It's 11.
These go to 11.
Pink torpedo. That's literature. Yeah. Really? A lot has happened since the last time I saw you. Crypto. Have you been playing music at all?
I play music at a pub.
This is the site of Spinal Tap's reunion concert. Why New Orleans?
There was a cancellation.
Who was supposed to be there?
An evening with Stormy Daniels.
Oh.
Obviously, there'll be the regular merch.
Yes.
And Hope has had a rather brilliant idea.
Tap water.
It says artisan.
It's
but
just tap
basically
water.
It's tap water. We're still short a drummer.
What happened to him?
He sneezed himself into oblivion.
Is that medically possible?
So you think he might fill the bill?
I don't want to die.
We've only lost 11 or 12? 11 drummers.
The thing that you guys had as kids, is that still there?
I'm in a band that constantly is breaking apart and coming back together. But the more we retreat into the music, the nicer things become. Not to be profound or anything, and it would be a first time for me.
Stonehenge is a magic place where the moon does rise.
Look at those names. Look at those names.
We'll go back in time.
What was the name of their manager? There's no sex and drugs and rock and roll for Ian.
The gig, at least one, but ideally no more than two of you.
I'm out dealing with the local Hebrews.
Would you settle for a coma?
Oh, no, that's interesting.
You know,
that's a great bit of thinking outside, well, the literal box, I suppose, actually.
Yeah, that shit was funny when their manager had a fit. He's, I'm not dealing with the local Hebrews, Ian. That was great.
Dudley,
I don't know, man.
Dudley,
I don't know what to think.
Dolby. You mean Dolby?
Yeah. How could you top the first one, you know?
Yeah. I don't think that's going to do any justice, but oh well, you know.
Yeah, I know. This was the first I've heard of it.
It was classic. It was classic.
Did you know they were making one?
I heard
about they were making one?
Yeah, I've seen it on the internet.
I had no idea.
On YouTube. Yeah.
Oh,
Man,
okay. So you've seen it.
Jesus, did they get old?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it's gonna happen to every single one of us.
Jesus.
They say men age gracefully, but I don't know.
It's all in the genes, baby. It's all in the genes.
Like Sydney Sweeney, huh? All right, man. Yeah, watch it, you dirty old man. Hey, she's for me. She's not for you. She's for me.
Like and subscribe.
What's that?
Like and subscribe.
All right. We will do that.
Yeah.
All right, man. I'll see you.
All right, man.
Jesus, this guy.